Today I'm going to make a video on HVH terms and meanings. HVH is pretty complex, and hopefully this video works on explaining these meanings. I'm going to be explaining terms on the most cheap menus, and essentially I'm going to be going down into detail and history on certain things. This is probably the first out of 3 videos I'm going to make, and hopefully these help you with your HVH experience. And with that said, let's get started. Desync or fake angles is the heart of a good anti-aim. Desync works by sending the server desync animations that other cheats will mistake as your real. To counter this, cheat creators implement a resolver to find your real angle. And with that said, a good anti-aim's weakness is a good resolver, and vice versa. Before desync, we had fake angles that would make the player model desync to 180 degrees, and it was pretty bog until it got patched. Now we have desync that can probably max out at 60 degrees max. Micro movements and jitter are the backbone of anti-aim. Seriously. Micro movements consist on inverting your anti-aim where your desync flips, to jittering your head and or yaw, to yaw flicks where your real flicks to a predetermined or random direction. Jitter moves your head to 2 values in an offset or in random values if it's random. But anyways, it's always capped by a jitter range. Jitter is usually a great add-on to basically any anti-aim. It's hard to resolve, but it's getting easier to predict. Lower body yaw, or LBY for short, is really part of the older era. LBY sets your real distance away from your desync. Opposite, for example, sets your real angle the maximum distance away from your fake. Other options like sway move your real back and forth from your fake. LBY is probably really only works with fake lag and only on stand, and it doesn't really work with height shots or double tap. Fake lag is in basically every cheat, and it chokes the amount of animation ticks sent to the server. Some cheats may allow you to change the amount of ticks sent and choked, but most cheats have a fake lag limit and a trigger, or also conditions. This limit is the constant choke, while the trigger and the conditions are the alternative choke amount. While said trigger or condition is met, such as in air or slow walk, the trigger choke amount will be set. So essentially, if you set it to peak, you will lag on peak. If you set it to air, you will lag on air. Also, some other cheats allow you to change fake lag variance or fake lag jitter, and it really does improve the quality of fake lag. Hold up. I forgot this is future me, and I forgot to add one vital and very common thing that every menu has: auto direction and freestanding. Now, auto direction and freestanding essentially detect the walls or the players that are around you and sense the walls and sense your yaw. Now, once they read both of them, they put your yaw, your real, next to a wall or behind a wall to block it from getting hit. It's very useful if you're gonna ideal tick and be a not so nice person in HVH, and it's very good when you want to peak at low HP. Now, freestanding and auto direction are a little bit different, but they're the same in the same basis, so just basically putting them together. And yeah, they're pretty good. They auto detect walls, and yeah, that's all I have to say about them, and I just forgot to include them. Now we get to other terms, starting with desync on shot. Now, desync on shot basically inverts your shot, and essentially what it does, it flips your anti-aim every time you shoot, which prevents on shot, and it works really well with double tap. Hiding angles is a feature in most cheats where you can choose to peek your real, or you can peek your desync. Fake desync is also another common feature, and it's pretty useful for standing. It overlaps your angles, and it tricks cheats into thinking that there's an unresolved angle. It's pretty useful when you have a standing anti-aim. Jitter move is essentially slowing down the run speed in return for a better anti-aim. Helps a lot in running anti-aims and in air anti-aims as well. Low delta is usually used in what is it called? Scripting terms. And essentially what it is setting a low desync amount. There's also high delta, which is basically the exact opposite. I didn't go over exploits because they deserve their own video, and I explained the majority of anti-aim terms in this video. Hopefully they help you for in the future configging. This was fun, and I hope to see you in my next video. It's probably gonna be posted next day, and it's gonna be all about exploits. You really do want to see Crimwalk because that thing is fucking legendary. Peace.